Hello, I'm John Henry with more Melanin Mind Matters.
City PD with a transfer, 1051 East Jackson Street. She's in as a subject at the bottom of the pool.
Rodney King, please. Just Rodney King, please.
Okay, stay. Ma'am, stay in the line. Let me transfer the fire department.
Please. Oh, my God.
Is he breathing?
No, he's at the bottom of the pool. I've been doing something trying to wake him up. Say, Rodney King, he's at the bottom of the swimming pool. Please hurry up. 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 Please hurry up.
Fuck Rodney King. In the ass. When I see the motherfucker, I'm a blast. Boom, boom in his head, boom in his back. Yeah, just like that. Because I'm tired of these good little niggas running around here talking about increase of peace and let the violence cease when the black man built this country but can't get his because of what? That's right, the prejudice honky. So fuck you, Rodney King. Nigga. You're a goddamn sellout. Look at you on TV crying for the cops who beat the hell out you. I wish they would have shot you. Because this shit is deeper than Vietnam, and there is no room for the Uncle Tom. You let these white people mess you up, and then they dress you up, and I would not be surprised if they sexed you up because you look like a faggot. Oh, excuse me, gay. Running around here saying everything white people want you to say. Fuck you, Rodney King. Wow, Rodney. Wow, brother man, no wonder you never go outside without wearing your bulletproof vest. Because not only do the white supremacists want to assassinate you, there's at least one Afrocentric homophobic rapper who wants a piece of you too. But they're all going to have to wait their time in line, right? Behind the boys in blue. So what you want to do, Rodney King? Reminisce? Come on. It goes a little bit something like this. 1991, 92. Come on, Rodney King. You know what to do. It was a Saturday night, right? And you were chilling at your boy's crib, right? Watching a fight, right? No, wait a minute. Hold up. No. That's wrong. No, the basketball game was on. And you were hitting that old English. 800, malt liquor, 40 ounce, times 40, times 40, times 40, times 40, times 40, times 40, and you were never that good at math. Oh, no. You couldn't stay up all night working on your timetable. No, you weren't able. Because at 2 a.m., you were mopping the floors of Altadena, California with your brother and your pops and them. King maintenance, the family business, and they called your father what? Oh, yeah, that's right. The kingfish, and he taught you how to mop the floor. That's it, son. Just like this. And he also taught you how to fish. That's it, son. Throw out your line. Now reel in your catch. And he also taught you how to go fetch that electric cord. Oh, Lord, you know the one he used to beat your black ass with. But it's Saturday night, right? And you got a job to go to on Monday morning, so you're going to celebrate. Hard hat. Construction, because that's what you're into. Right, Rodney? Construction, not destruction. You did your 2-year bid, right, kid? You did your 2-year bid. You remember that day out at Marina Del Rey? You caught a halibut, but the halibut got snatched by a rat. You got pissed off behind that because you had to drive home 10 freeway eastbound fishless. And you stopped inconveniently into a convenience store to negotiate some food stamps. And the proprietor of said convenience store said that you had attacked him with a tire iron. But if you read your autobiography entitled Rodney King, The Riot Within, you will see that the proprietor was lying. It was he who attacked you with a tire iron. You attacked him with nothing more dangerous than a Hostess apple pie. Assault with a deadly apple pie. That's an all-American offense. Now you copped the plea, but it was no bargain. You did your 2-year bid, right, kid? But it was cool, because on your same cell block is none other than Mr. Ike Turner, Tina-less. And he has 2 white pet rats that he incessantly pets. He calls them his eye cats. And when they release you on the work release, they release you to work up at the Stanislaus National Forest. Best shape of your life, right? Putting out those forest fires, and that's how you wanted to be remembered, right, Rodney? As the brother who put out the forest fires, not as the nigger who threw the gasoline on. But it's Saturday night, right? And you got a job to go to on Monday morning. So you're going to celebrate. You're going to hit that old English, 40 times, 40 times, 40 times, 40. You're going to step outside with your boys. You're going to take a little joyride. So you step into the ride. It's a white Hyundai. You know what they say about a white Hyundai? If you're going to get into a high-speed chase with the Los Angeles Police Department and the California Highway Patrol, you might not want to do it in a white Hyundai. Well, you get into the ride, right? You're going to slow down. You turn up the sound. What you listening to? Public Enemy? Oh, no, come on. What you listening to? NWA? Fuck the police? Come on. You from L.A. to listen to the NWA, that would be a cliche. No, you're listening to De La Soul. On a roll, black medallions, no gold. Hanging out with Paz, hanging out with Mace, buddy, all in my face. Turn it down, Glenn. That's what they call you then, your family and friend of them. They call you Glenn. Rodney King had not yet been invented. You were Glenn then. Turn it down, Glenn, but you're not going to turn it down. No, because you've been hitting that old English, 40 times 40 times 40. You're going to turn it up, right? And you're going to hit that accelerator, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. They say you were going 115 miles per hour in a white Hyundai. Oh, yeah. Slow down, Glenn, but you're not going to slow down. Oh, no. Slow down. You're not going to slow down. You've been hitting that 40 times, 40 times, 40 times, 45, 40. And you look into the rear view. Whoo! There's that familiar red and blue, 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 blue. You're a young African-American male. You should know what to do. Pull over without fail, because if you don't pull over without fail, you're going to go live and direct to jail. But it's a 3-strike system, and you got 2 strikes on you, so you might as well go down swinging, right? Pull over, Glenn. You're going to pull over, right? 210 freeway. Whoo, 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 whoo. Westbound, listening to that De La Soul sound. Whoo, whoo, whoo. LAPD helicopter illuminating the way, because that's how you live and die in L.A., right? Pull over, Glenn. Pull over, Glenn. You're going to pull over. You know exactly which off-ramp to take, the one that your father, the kingfish, used to take when he took you to fish at the Handsome Dan Lake. That's where he taught you how to fish, taught you how to swim up at the Devil's Gate Reservoir, up above Altadena, California. Ooh, it was nice that day. Ooh, 10 toes in cool mud. Didn't matter if you was Crip or if you was blood. Right, Rodney? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pull over, Glenn. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pull over, Glenn. You're going to pull over. You're going to pull over. You're going to pull over, right? You're going to pull over in front of an apartment complex. Not that difficult, really, to try to understand why you pulled over in front of an apartment complex. Actually, it's rather simple, because if something were to go down, and you're going to go down, Rodney, Glenn, Rodney. Rodney, have you met Glenn? Glenn, meet Rodney. If anything were to go down, somebody might see it. So you pull over, and your 2 partners are compliant. They are immediately cuffed, but you've got to be defiant. You got to be rough. You got to be tough, because you've been hitting that old English 40 times 40 times 40 times 40 times 40. You step outside the ride, and you see the helicopter. Oh, yeah, and you flip it off, and then you point to your backside as if to say, kiss it, and then you introduce the LAPD Sergeant Stacy Coon, good name Coon, and his metal baton. He quotes Marvin Gaye. He would say, let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11. You were never that good at math. 15. You spitting blood. Spitting blood. Spitting blood like that great white whale from that great white novel by that great white novelist, but you never took AP English. 19. Time for the stun gun. 50,000 volts of electricity, mix it up with all that blood. Not a great combination. 29, 30, 31, 32. 5-hour operation to sew you back up again. Right, Rodney? They had to put a metal plate behind your right eye. Why? So the metal eye did not slip back into your brain. Here it goes again. 39, 40, 45. You said you lost more blood that night, right, than any man had ever lost and still lived. 49, 50, 51, 52. This is the power stroke. They teach this at the academy just for occasions like this. They had to put a metal plate behind your right eye. Why? So the right eye didn't slip back into your brain. Here we go again. Let's round it off, why don't we? At a nice even 56. Spitting blood. Spilling blood. Somebody produces a white sheet. Cover you up with it. Now where would the LAPD come up with a white sheet? Why would the LAPD be rolling around with a white sheet? They throw it on you. Throw you in the back of the squad car. Do they take you to the emergency room? Oh no. They take you live and direct to the police station, Foothill Division. Then they pull the sheet off of you and they point at you as if to say, look what we got, look what we got. You were like that deer in that movie, The Deer Hunter, strapped down on top of that station wagon, rolling through the Pennsylvania woods, right, Rodney? And then they put the sheet back on you, right, Rodney? And you figure you're dead, right, Rodney? You're dead. You're dead. You're going to heaven because they pulled the sheet off of you, and you look up, and there's God, a beautiful black woman in a white nurse's uniform. And she says to you real sweet, real soft on the QT, don't you worry none, Mr. Brother Kang. They got it all on videotape. Jorge George Holiday, he was on his veranda. He's an Argentinian plumber, and he had his new video cam. He said, damn, coño, all these lights look like a movie show, Apocalypse Now. And he got you, right, Rodney? He got you, he got you, he caught you. And he tried to take the videotape live and direct to the LAPD. They said, we can't use it. But then he took the videotape live and direct to TV station KTLA. They said, yes, we can use it. And before you know it, Rodney King, you're on heavy rotation. Locally, you're on heavy rotation. Nationally, you're on heavy rotation. Internationally, everyone all over the world is rewinding you and fast forwarding you and freeze framing you, and before you know it, Rodney King, you've gone viral before viral was viral, and before you know it, Rodney King, you're the first reality TV star. That was March 3rd, 1991. Let's fast forward, why don't we? April 29th, 1992. Come on, Rodney King. You know what to do. Simi Valley, all white jury. You hear this weird kind of echoing refrain, echoing in your brain, damaged brain, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. And you wonder why you even showed up in the court in the first place. Your own lawyers didn't allow you to testify. Oh no, they didn't think that it would be strategic for a 6'2", 225-pound black man to stand up in front of an all-white jury and testify against the officers who beat the shit out of him. So they gagged you. So why did you even show up in a courtroom in the first place on that day? You could have taken in a lovely matinee that day at the Simi Valley Community Theater, where they were playing a lovely play that day called Driving Miss Daisy. Or you could have taken in a lovely afternoon at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library, right, Rodney? But instead, you're standing there, and it's not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Let it go, son, let it go, Clem.